face in the clouds. It's been a minute.
There's
Nexpo.
something inherently eerie about an audio recording. The idea of listening in on a horrifying incident, a freak accident, a glance into someone's life that feels so close, yet so incredibly distant. Across the internet, there are countless disturbing happenings that have been recorded, media that we can readily view anytime we want. Yet tonight, I'd like to share with you 3 stories, not of which we can see, but of those we can't.
Creepy intro. I felt that one coming. Where are you? And I'm sure these gonna be no closure stories, huh?
It's a stormy night. August 24th, 2019. A woman named Deborah Stevens is out delivering newspapers before the world begins to wake. It's loud and intensely dangerous. As she's driving, her car suddenly begins to hydroplane. Yet instead of regaining control, the waters around her rapidly rise, sweeping her car off the road and pinning it against nearby trees.
Damn.
Realizing that she's in danger, she immediately calls her mother-in-law, panicking, pleading for any sort of help. She's informed to call the police. Surely emergency services can help her out of this, right? And so, she situates herself, dials
Where
911,
are you?
and explains to dispatch
Fuck.
the following.
Where's your emergency?
I have an emergency, a severe emergency. I'm in a flooding. My car veered off the road while I was doing my newspapers, and I'm flooded over here on the end of Kincaid, and it's all the way up to my windows, and I can't get out, and I'm scared to death, ma'am. Can you please help me really bad?
I need you to calm down. I need you to tell me where you are.
I don't know, ma'am. I'm on the end of Kincaid down here by these apartments. There's some apartments on Kincaid. I don't know what they're called.
What color is your
Park
vehicle?
Avenue. On the other side of Kincaid, at the very end of Kincaid Street, there's some apartments, and
Right. Do you have a dark blue car is what I'm asking you? What color is your vehicle?
Yeah, dark. It's gray SUV, lady. The motor's all the way up to my windows.
Okay, hold on for me. Don't hang up. Am I not on the phone with you trying to get you some help?
Yes, but
Okay,
I need
so
somebody to give me help before I die. I'm sorry.
You're not going to die. I don't know why you're freaking out. It's okay. I know.
Oh, this bitch! I was hoping to God the fast forward was not to elaborate on. Oh, I'm gonna show you how long she had to wait. And you fucking freaking out. Nigga, I'm sorry to overreact you. This is the 3rd video. I ain't even put them out. I ain't gonna lie to you. Pissed me off. This is the 3rd true crime video I watched where the dispatcher has been the one that pissed me off the fucking most. And I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. It's always a fucking woman. Man, in the direction we go, we getting more of these because I ain't gonna lie, boy, this generation, everyone's just becoming careless. And everyone's for themselves. Long as my world is okay, that's all that fucking matters. Man, we're Jigsaw when you need them. Saw makes so much sense now. Yes, this woman is on the other end panicking, but her time is critical as fuck.
I don't know what they're called.
What color is your
Park
vehicle?
Avenue. On the other side of Kincaid, at the very end
I was like, is she speaking so nonchalant?
Right. Do you have a dark blue car is what I'm asking you?
Like she just having a
What
bad
color
day.
is your vehicle?
Yeah, dark. It's gray SUV, lady. The motor's all the way up to my windows.
Okay, hold on for me. Don't hang up.
Of course, don't.
Am I not on the phone with you trying to get you some help?
Yeah,
Okay. So stop.
What did she say? Am I not? Nah, this one ain't real. This one ain't real. There's no way this person has this job.
Am I not on the phone with you trying to get you some help?
Yeah,
Okay, so stop.
give me help before I die. I'm sorry.
You're not going to die. I don't know why you're freaking out. It's okay. I know the water level is
I'm
high.
scared.
I understand that, but you freaking out doing nothing but losing your oxygen up in there, so just calm down.
But are they not going to come get me?
You said what? I'm sorry?
When are they going to be here?
As soon as they get there.
Or how long is that going to be before I die?
Yeah, I know.
Damn, this woman is dying. And you call for help. And on the other end, the only motherfucking rope you got for help is talking to you like you a child and telling you, yo, belittling your situation, yo, you are overreacting, blah, 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 this ain't as critical as you think. And you're living it right now. I don't know if you've ever been in a life or death situation, but it's scary as fuck when you know the next move has to work or I'm fucking dead. It's a scary ass fucking feeling. And you telling me hers, she's literally listening to it. Basically letting her know I don't give a fuck.
As soon as they get there.
Or how long is that going to be before I die?
Yeah, I know.
As Deborah pleads for her life, it starts to become evident that the operator, a woman named Donna Renault, is becoming a bit annoyed with her demeanor. As we know, this is the absolute worst time, the worst line of work even, to let emotion cloud your judgment. Deborah needs help. So where in the world is it?
Man, it's getting all the way up to my chest, and
I know the water's up to your chest. Just stay on the phone with me, and I have an officer and the fire department coming out to you. So just hold on, okay?
Thank you. I'm sorry if I'm rude, but I'm scared.
Yeah, she apologized because she really want help. She's desperate as fuck, man. She know damn well she's not being rude, dog. She has every right to be losing her shit in that moment. You gonna take some verbal abuse at work, Donna. Oh, boo-hoo. This is your job. But yeah, I get it. I will apologize too because right now I would do any fucking thing for your help. I take the blame for the situation. I just really need you to help me.
I'm scared.
I know you're scared. Just calm down for me.
I'm scared.
Even if she get help, which I would love.
You're scared. Just calm down for me.
Yeah, she's still fucked Donna.
I've never had anything like this happen to me before.
Well, this will teach you next time. Don't drive in the water.
Couldn't see it, ma'am. I'm sorry, or I wouldn't.
I don't know how you didn't see it. You had to go right over it. So.
Cause shit happens. You know what I mean? Simple mistakes we make daily as humans. I love when we do that to other people just because a situation seems so easily avoidable on our end that, oh, how did you not see this bus coming? Duh, nigga, because some shit probably was happening. Something minor, something little is, I don't know. Maybe I zoned out. You know, people do that in life. I'm just giving an example of shit. Sometimes little shit happen that do make little shit just become a life or death situation for you. Nigga, just because I didn't see the water, just because I was driving the water still trying to work, make a living, don't mean I went out wanting to die. Shit. Why did we get this one? This one ain't even scary. This one is pissing me off. No, it's called Darkest. Never mind. Okay, I read the title wrong anyway. Shit. I thought it was Scariest. Oh my gosh. I'm about to turn this shit off too.
Thank you. I'm sorry if I'm rude, but I'm scared.
Rude. I know you're scared. Just calm
You're
down.
not at all being
I'm
rude.
scared. I've never had anything like this happen to me before.
Well, this will teach you next time. Don't drive in the water.
The combo of the shit that's happening to her.
I don't see how you didn't see it. You had to go right over it, so.
No, ma'am. I was in the truck. I was in a parking lot. There was no water where I was at.
Okay.
And when I got to the end of the parking lot, I was looking for the road to get out into the main road. When I got to the main road, it was too late. There was water, and I couldn't see it fast enough.
The water just didn't appear.
I wouldn't care if she purposely drove into the fucking river. Your job is still to get someone out there. If you still gotta do it, it's not like the faster I get off this call, the quicker I'm going home. Unless you're at the end of your shift, because working tech support, that is I work. I do be rushing motherfuckers off the end, but I'm tech support, phone help, nigga. But even with a job like this, even getting a situation like this, like there's no way. I can't see any reason why someone should be sitting there with this type of attitude towards it. As if I'm the victim. I'm the one suffering because you lack I guess visibility to see water. Whatever she's trying to blame her for. Fuck it.
Like
Water
this
just
is
didn't
dead.
appear.
Fast enough.
The water just didn't appear.
As this call continues, it's evident that
sick.
Renault isn't taking her seriously. A woman trapped and unable to escape her vehicle is reportedly only equivalent to the priority of a stalled vehicle. It's only midway through this call when it's finally escalating.
Renault put in a police call for Stevens with the call type stalled vehicle, but changed the priority from the standard level of 6 to a higher priority of 4. Higher.
But even then, it's only midway through this call when it's finally escalated. But even then, crucial minutes have already bled by.
Man, please say this.
Deborah Stevens, as we know, is running out of time.
Ma'am, please.
Hold on for me. Hold on. Ladder 2.
Oh my God.
This shit don't stop.
Ma'am, it's the way it goes.
Okay, I know. Listen to me. They are in the area. They are trying to find you. They cannot find you right now. I'm trying to ping where you are, so do not hang up because this 911 call is helping me ping your location. So don't hang up on me. Okay, where are you moving to?
She's
Tell me
about to
where
be
it's
submerged
going.
in water. Oh my fucking gosh.
Okay, tell me where you are.
I can't get you out of here.
Listen to me. Hold on.
Deborah Stevens, following this call, wouldn't make it out alive. And her vehicle, a tomb, swept away in one of the most heartbreaking freak accidents that I have ever listened to. About 10 minutes after this call ended, rescuers were finally able to make their way to her. However, by then, it was far too late. As it turned out, she had drowned inside, and a mother, a daughter, a friend who was simply out delivering newspapers to the public had undeservingly lost her life.
Next tonight, the 911 outrage. A dispatcher on her...
I was waiting to get into it, but it's the darkest audio. It's not the full case, obviously. Thank God. I don't even think I want to hear her side. All right, I just...
Next tonight, the 911 outrage. A dispatcher on her final shift, taking a call from a woman stranded in her car as floodwaters rise. She panics, but it's what the...
In the following months, it was found that Donna Renault was coincidentally working her final shift after having submitted her 2 weeks' notice 13 days prior. To call it like it is,
So you decided
she
to go out with a
displayed
bang?
week's notice
But
13 days prior.
God.
To call it like it is prior. To call it like it is, she displayed a remarkable lack of compassion towards someone in such a dire situation, constantly scolding and belittling Deborah in the final moments of her life. Never once did she render any sort of legitimate advice to keep her from panicking. A massive mistake, especially considering that she was dying.
The backside of these apartments over here, where these people are at, they can all see me. They're all standing out there watching.
Miss Debbie, you're going to have to shut up, okay? I need you to listen. Listen to me.
If we don't end this damn story.
Surprisingly, after an internal investigation, it was found that no policies were broken. No criminal action had taken place. None of what Donna Renault had done or said had violated anything. In essence, she had gotten off scot-free. And in her wake, a family devastated and shattered by an accident that never should have happened.
Nigga.
Much like with Loretta Pickard, the Deborah Stevens tragedy is...
Nigga. Talking about spitting in the family face? The way she left. the way she was treated. Didn't find out fucking nothing. Simply because loopholes, I'm assuming just because the words that were said, it's still, I'm telling you what to do, but I'm just using harsher words. But that's the only thing I can see the loophole around. I don't give a fuck, though. Yeah, this one is definitely bringing out the overreacting me. Fucking no.
Much like with Loretta Pickard, the Deborah Stevens tragedy is equal parts heartbreaking and frustrating. Both were, even if in part, victims of external circumstance. Both were helpless as they were slowly consumed by the predicament around them. Both of them should still be here today. Yet they aren't.
I don't know what I just watched and heard. I really don't. I said I didn't want to fucking know the outcome. Well, I didn't say the outcome. I said her side, but same thing. I didn't want to know. I knew. I felt it. I didn't want to fucking know.
We'll return after these messages.
Alright guys, before we continue, I'd like to talk about tonight's video sponsor.
Nah, Nexpo.
Alright, so I won't lie, I'm a pretty big Uber Eats guy. When I'm caught up with work and don't have the time to make the meals that I should, I always resort to that app. That dreaded app. Calling my name. But it's okay, because I've recently found a much more convenient and much more affordable option with Factor. Factor is a food delivery service that offers chef. Thank you so much to Factor for sponsoring tonight's video. Now let's get back to it.
Say a little prayer. Oh my fucking gosh. What is this? Channel 4 News.
From WNBC TV in New York, this is Live at 5 with Jack Cafferty, Sue Simmons, and Al Roker with a letter.
The year is 19...
Before we get all dark and ish, even though what I'm about to say is still kind of dark. It always tripped me out how dark it seems and twisted whenever you see like retro, early, I want to say late 80s, early 90s, like style TV like this. You be like, oh man, it just looks dark. It sells it a lot more. I think that's why I like that. What was that, Local 58, whatever y'all showed me? I forgot.
From WNBC TV in New York, this is Live at 5 with Jack Cafferty, Sue Simmons, and Al Roker with a letter.
The year is 1986, and on WNBC New York, a reporter named Jane Dornacker is giving her daily traffic report. Once a musician and an actress, she had found her home.
I knew I felt a musician vibe. I had a whoopee.
Once a musician and an actress, Dornacker is giving her daily traffic report. Once a musician and an actress, she had found her home here in her late 30s, enthusiastically providing updates about accidents, traffic jams, what have you, to the affiliated Joey Reynolds radio show. For her, the news media was a job secure and consistent. So what could possibly, if ever, go wrong?
The exclusive AccuWeather forecast for our area overnight, mostly clear and cool.
At 4:44 in the afternoon on October 22nd, 1986, an Instrom F-28F helicopter, operated by a company called Spectrum, takes off for their daily WNBC traffic analysis. On board was 39-year-old Jane Dornacker, joined by a 30-year-old captain, Bill Pate. The flight, like so many others, was meant to be unremarkable. However, what neither of them knew was that a maintenance engineer had installed the wrong clutch to it. A severe oversight that has the potential to cause a complete loss of power to the aircraft's rotor blades.
Damn.
Nevertheless, the engineer was highly experienced. The helicopter appeared ready to go. However, over the next 2 minutes after takeoff, something would go horribly.
It'd be like
wrong.
Just like that, life just changed.
Okay, here's Jane Dornacker now on the helicopter.
Thank you very much, George. There was indeed a
an accident southbound on the Major Deegan at the Moshulu Parkway. An accident, a serious accident involving a tractor-trailer and a car. It has been pushed off to the shoulder, but now watch out there now, because another flatbed truck is going to have to come to clear it, so yield right of way. Northbound on the BQE, we spotted that disabled vehicle in the right-hand lane before the Kiosko, not causing northbound there now, because another flatbed truck is going to have to come to clear it, so yield right of way. Northbound on the BQE, we spotted that disabled vehicle in the right-hand lane before the Kiosko, not causing much of a backup, but further northbound there on the BQE, traffic is very heavy past the Kiosko all the way over to the LIE. The outbound Holland Tunnel, extra heavy for you right now. Earlier there was a car fire at Hudson and Canal Street. It has been cleared about heading to New Jersey. The outbound Lincoln Tunnel looks a lot better for you in New Jersey. Get the water! Get the water! Get the water!
At this moment, the helicopter had struck the chain link fence of a nearby pier after rapidly nosediving and had crashed into the Hudson River. And stunned and completely confused, Joey Reynolds continues in hopes of quelling panic.
Right, because she is live.
Okay, we're going to play some music here, I think. Find out what's going on with the helicopter. There's something happened there. It's 5:15, 16 till 5 on WNBC on the Joey Reynolds Show. We're taking an helicopter report from Jane Dornacker. Let's check in and see how they're doing there. And then we'll come right back at you. Nothing happened with Jane. We had a helicopter report from the Encopter. Of course, you know, once before we had this happen with Jane. We had nothing happened with Jane. We had a helicopter report from the Encopter. Of course, you know, once before we had this happen. A few months ago, she went down in the drink. Yeah. Not she. I mean, she has a pilot. But this time she said, hit the water, something like that. Drink. Yeah. Not she. Of course, you know, once before we had this happen. A few months ago, she went down in the drink. Yeah. Not she. I mean, she has a pilot. But this time she said, hit the water, something like that. So we're going to find out what's going on there. So stay tuned. We hope nothing. Say a little prayer. Hope nothing's wrong. That's really
Airlines Hawaii. 8 days, 7 nights for only $559.
We'll take you back downstairs to Jerry, and we will stay up here.
For only $5.
You know, back then, that was still a lot.
Nights for only $559.
We will take you back downstairs to Jerry, and we will stay up here and have reports for you as we can bring them to you. Jerry?
It's McDonald's 31st anniversary. And
cargoes of food and medicine have been flown to famine-stricken southern Sudan. The first flights...
Good evening. The Mets even the World Series. Will have team coverage of their incredible comeback in Boston.
But first, we have a grim development in a tragedy that struck us here at NBC today, a tragedy heard by millions. WNBC traffic reporter Jane Dornacker has been pronounced dead.
Rest in peace, Dornacker.
For 15 minutes, the aircraft sat submerged in 20 feet of water, and the occupants inside, helpless as they struggled to comprehend the reality that they found themselves thrown in. Through no fault of their own, the aircraft's sprag clutch had failed, causing the rotor blades to completely seize up and leaving them with no other option but to plunge downward, down to the depths below. The pilot, Bill Pate, was severely injured from this accident. However, Jane Dornacker wasn't quite so severely injured.
I felt the other one survived because of how he
the
only
pilot,
announced.
Bill Pate, was severely injured from this accident. However, Jane Dornacker wasn't quite so lucky. The strangest part about this entire situation is that this wasn't even Dornacker's first encounter inside of a falling aircraft.
Yeah, right.
As
It's not
only
like
6 months prior, a helicopter that she was on board, again, had fallen from the sky. Following her death, Joey Reynolds and the entire staff at WNBC were in complete shock. However, none of it compared to the loss that was experienced by Dornacker's 16-year-old daughter, Naomi. Was experienced by Dornacker's shock. However, none of it compared to the loss that was experienced by Dornacker's 16-year-old daughter, Naomi. Just 3 months prior, she had lost her father, and out of nowhere, now had to contend with the loss of the only other parent in her life. An unimaginable heartbreak, especially for someone at such a young age. In the end, Naomi was given a $325,000 settlement from a wrongful death lawsuit with Spectrum Helicopters, a sum equal to nearly $1 million today. But even still, her life was completely shattered.
Right.
She had lost everyone she loved, and she ultimately became an orphan through no fault of her own.
Damn.
This incident all around.
Yeah, because shit just trickled down. So now the kid life just got that much harder because they're an orphan, man. When a child becomes parentless and they had good parents at that, oh my
This incident
gosh,
all around
that's so fucked
is
up
one
to
of
me.
the most heartbreaking cases that I have ever researched, and I can't even begin to imagine the most heartbreaking cases that I have ever researched, and I can't even begin to imagine the horror that Jane felt in her final moments. All it took was one single maintenance mistake to flip an entire family's life upside down, and I truly hope that today, Naomi is at least doing okay.
Right, man, me too, man. Had a dope ass mom too, dog. It always suck how you gotta live. You definitely want to get out and live life, but you just never know. Hate to try to. I don't want to instill fear in you, and because you shouldn't move by that shit at all. But you just never know. Bam. Only because I did this, which I thought was gonna be cool, whatever. You know, just gonna be fun, whatever. Just doing work, whatever. That costed me my life. Like, what the fuck? Oh my gosh, yeah, this one. Chapter 3. Woman on the wheel.
It's June 2016. The world is ensnared in politics.
Who was that again?
Takes over the internet.
Freaking Harambe. I was trying to think who was the candidates in 2016 again. I forgot.
Harambe takes over the internet. And over on YouTube, a user named Sir Daniel Fortesque uploads a video depicting a strange, eerie radio broadcast. His recording is only 1.5 minutes in length. However, in the description, he provides us with some context.
Medieval.
My name is Cody E., and I'm a swing shift security guard at a bank management building located in Utah. Inside the security office is an old AM/FM radio that belongs to my supervisor, who listens to talk shows during his daytime shift. On June 16th, 2016, I was killing time before I got off work and began to play with the old radio. It was set to AM stations, and while turning the knob, scanning through stations, I came across a very
I think this
broadcast.
is what I was expecting from the entire video. This is what I went into kind of expecting, I think, so far. Let's see.
And while turning the knob, scanning through stations, I came across a very creepy broadcast. After listening to it for about 1.5 minutes, I quickly grabbed my cell phone and began to record the audio. I could hear 2 voices during the broadcast. The first and most often heard is of a woman crying, in to me what sounds like fear or agony. While the woman's crying and speaking, you can hear faint words spoken from another woman or girl who sounds younger. I wrote down what I believe I hear the voices saying in the recording, but if you hear something different or could make sense of audio I couldn't understand, feel free to leave it in the comments.
You know the internet will do it.
If audio I couldn't understand, feel free to leave it in the comments and tell me what you think of it. I don't post videos to YouTube normally, and I don't focus this channel on anything specific. I simply recorded this video from an experience I had at work.
For me, that is a grabber, and it still works. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. When people do leave that in ghost videos, I don't know where this is going so far. I'm a little expecting it a little bit, but when they really don't upload and you check their channel, they're really not one of those ones who's just searching for the views, being a content creator, blah blah blah. Just like, yo, this is just random, and then you'll see nothing else for like years and ish. It's like, man, just maybe. Because it don't seem like they're chasing anything. It's like, yo,
and I don't focus this channel on anything specific. I simply recorded this video from an experience I had at work and was asked by my friends to post the recording here. Thank you.
Don't be real.
The following is the OP's recording.
Full scale. Wanting Brady.
Probably that last little build-up part, I thought it was like an aircraft or something. I thought it was outside or inside. But man, it sounded like whoever she's begging to for her kid's life, they just sound so nonchalant, just not caring, as if they're like robots or something ish. Not like an actual robot. And she seemed to not recognize him.
This broadcast, as we could hear, initially sounds like some sort of voicemail. A woman cries, pleads, begs for mercy. Yet throughout
And he said he found this. Wait, did he say, was this his boss radio? I forgot. I'm gonna go back here that part at the end after we hear.
A woman cries, pleads, begs for mercy. Yet throughout the entire recording, we never hear a response from whoever she's supposedly talking to. What is she crying about? Who is she? And what in the world is going on? Looking up specific words from the broadcast turns up nothing. A recording of a movie or TV show? A nearly impossible dead end. This audio just exists, cast out into the endless void of the internet for all of us to chew on and to become intensely creeped out by. 5 years ago, we dove into the bizarre mystery of Portland's 96.7 FM and the strange broadcasts that were emanating from it for over a year. Throughout my video, we narrowed the culprit down to a nonprofit called the Community Alliance of Tenants, whom, as expected, denied any involvement with it. While that's so, in that case, we were at least given a call sign, something to chew on to take the investigation deeper.
Formally.
Yet here, nothing. All we have is an eerie voice muddled in static, and a general location far too broad to narrow down. Given the nature of shortwave radio stations and how anyone can broadcast anything on them given the proper equipment, I do believe that this has the potential to be someone messing around. But then again,
I hope so.
What if it isn't?
Right.
I'm curious if any of you remember anything like this taking place around Utah in 2016. I have a funny feeling that someone out there has some sort of recording related to this, and this is precisely where I need your help. What truly is the context here? What in the world is she pleading for? And most importantly, who exactly is the woman on the radio? Audio. A medium so intimate, so familiar, so intensely unsettling. A frontier where we as onlookers can allow our minds to wander, filling in the gaps of lost information with always the worst case scenario.
Ooh.
Tonight, you and I dove into 3 cases of the darkest audio on the internet. I hope you all enjoyed this. This was different, I know. But if you have any other suggestions for cases
I thought he
that
did
would
one of these
fit
before.
this-
Oh no, I think we watched one of these on Mr. Ballin', I think.
This was different, I know. But if you have any other suggestions for cases that would fit this mold, feel free to send them over to dtfaisubmissions@gmail.com.
Down
Once
the
again,
fuck.
that's dtfaisubmissions@gmail.com.
What is that?
Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.
My bad, I wouldn't even try to be funny. I don't know
I
why
love you
down
all.
the fuck came out, but I was trying to figure, because I thought maybe it was his email, so he was just being funny, but I don't know. I did my clapping at that. That was not what I expected, man. Oh, rest in peace.
Dornacker was a familiar voice to commuters with her traffic reports, and this was her second crash. The first one was in April when her chopper went down in the Hackensack
Yeah,
River
but
near
that's why my
Richfield.
face kind of frowned up a bit, though, when they was like, that's the second one. I'm like, dang, girl, you bad looking. I'm like, nah, unless somebody was trying to goddamn.
Hackensack River near Richfield Park, New Jersey.
That's why
Tonight
she
at
said,
St.
hit
Vincent's
the water,
Hospital,
hit the water.
concerned colleagues of Dornacker showed up to learn what they could.
Everyone at WNBC is shocked and